Looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Messages with Spirit. I am Ann Miller French, and I am streaming live on my Facebook page for Angelic Hands, as well as my YouTube channel. And I wanted to just connect with all of you. Just got back, settling in, had quite a beautiful weekend. Got to spend some time with my husband and my youngest sister, and we traveled to the Northwoods, spent some time in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and got to visit some family. And it was an extended weekend, quite beautiful. And I have so much to share as far as just making a connection with spirit messages that have been coming through during that time there, and just coming back, and just wanted to hop on and see how you're doing. So if you're just joining me for the very first time, welcome. If you've been with me for quite some time, welcome back. And anyone that is here with me on the live, if you just want to drop a quick hello, it's always great to see who's here. So, yeah, it's been quite the whirlwind. We had an amazing weekend. Got to spend some time with family. I want to say that the last time that I had been up there was probably 8 years ago. So it was, just great to see family and give hugs. This is on my dad's side, and we got to honor his legacy, honor him, and got to share stories and everything. And it's this week, it's going to be a year since my dad had passed, and it was just beautiful to hear stories from other family members, sharing the memories and everything. And just, I'm so grateful for that, just to continue to live out his memories through others. And as much as there were things that had stayed the same, just looking around and remembering things from my childhood and the many family trips that we'd made during my childhood, going up there with family. There were also a lot of things that had changed. So it was fun to explore, just go on adventures. And I am extremely grateful for the warm hospitality from our family, and all the hugs and the love. And yeah, I'm just extremely grateful. So at one point, we stayed the last day in Marquette, Michigan, and my husband and I got to stay in the woods in an Airstream that belonged to some of my family members. And it's like an Airstream camper, so it's like modern camping, and it's really neat. And I remember it was still nighttime, not quite sure what time it was, but I had connected with spirit and connected with different Native American tribes that came through and that were at one time native to the land. And it was quite beautiful. And there were so many. It was such a peaceful experience, and to be in such peace and quiet, and to be able to see them and connect with them, and just feel that strong connection. And I also wanted to see, like, it's interesting, after all these years, I never really looked at that. But before I hopped on for this live today, I wanted to see how the name Michigan came about. And hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly. It is an Ojibwe word, which means great water. So There's beautiful lakes, bodies of water that's in Michigan, and it's so peaceful. And I know when we had spent a bulk of the time in Ontonagon, so it's all the UP. The last day there, we got to spend some time by the lake and dip our toes in the sand, and I just felt such a just visualizing that water, just that symbolism and continuing to clear grief from my body regarding my dad's passing. And, I miss him every day and got to give my sister a big hug. And we just stood there and just took in the peace and serenity. And my husband took some pictures, which was really nice, and just got to be there in stillness. And I could just see my dad showing up, everywhere we went. It was quite beautiful. So when we got back on Tuesday, we continued the celebration of my dad's life. And my youngest sister, she got a beautiful tattoo to honor my dad, and I got one. I'm just going to turn hummingbird. I feel very connected with hummingbirds. And if you notice on my business logo for Angelic Hands, in the beginning, I started out with the butterfly that's right above the letter I in the word angelic. And that over time morphed into the hummingbird. And the hummingbird carries a lot of symbolism for me. Hummingbird is all about freedom, and I always say tiny but mighty, and getting through any obstacles or anything that may seem like a difficult situation. And I read a comment from a beautiful friend of mine, and she said that, yeah, the symbolism of the hummingbird is making what seems impossible, making it possible. So has a lot of meaning for me. Got to visit my grandmother when we were in Michigan, and that's my dad's mom, and she loved hummingbirds. So this has a lot of meaning for me. It makes me think of her, makes me think of my dad, all the symbolism to it, and of course tying it into my business logo for my practice, Angelic Hands, and I'm super passionate about that. So just wanted to share that with you as far as, what came through. Now, as far as the messages that came through, just over the past few days, I shared a podcast earlier today. So if you hadn't have an opportunity to check that out, it's called Conversations with Spirit and Ann Miller Friendship Angelic Hands. And it's played on different, wherever Anchor.fm distributes it. So I'm all over the place. So if you get an opportunity to check that out, just click on the link. And there were some messages that were shared from Spirit surrounding working through triggers. And no joke, I am definitely feeling these energies leading up to the new moon and the Lionsgate portal, which is going to be on August 8th, this Sunday, and it'll be August 8th here in the US. And having both fall on the same day, like I could definitely sense a shift in the energy. And whenever the moon cycles change, I definitely feel it. So what I've been hearing is, and what I was guided to share with all of you today, is continue to stand your ground. What does that mean to you when you think about standing your ground? And a vision came to my mind's eye regarding you being the tree and really grounding yourself, connecting with Mother Earth, and just those strong roots, making that connection and speaking your truth, and knowing that whatever is coming up right now, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So if you're feeling triggered some days, or if you're feeling inspired other days, just working through it and having the awareness. And as part of what I shared with my podcast was, I remember back in the day where I would literally shove down what I was feeling. I would numb out how I was feeling and just shove those emotions back into my body. And through my healing journey over the years, I've learned to get it up, get it out, that things are not happening um, to us, they're happening for us. So if you're triggered by something or someone, it is actually bringing to light something that is not yet healed and looking at what's going on inside of your body. So I talk about that a lot when I'm working with my life coaching clients. I am an experienced and certified quantum life coach, and I also do readings, so medium readings, psychic readings, and different modalities of energy healing. So, quantum energy healing, light language healing, and Reiki therapy. And it's getting to the root and looking at what is coming up for us to look at. So, really being present, really being aware of it. And the other message that I heard this morning, and I'd heard this a while back, is coming up again. There's a reason for that, is the only way out is through. So if there's something that's coming up again, you feel like, God, I've already worked through this and it's coming up again, it's given you another opportunity to take a look at it. So just wanted to share these messages with you today. And yeah, just making sure I have everything covered here. So just see a message that came in from Mary. Oh, thank you for hopping on, Mary. If you want to type in your question, I will see if it's something that I can answer quickly for you. But I am just, happy to be back and back into the swing of things and just to connect with all of you today. And I'm extremely grateful for those of you that have been following me for quite some time. So thank you for that. And to anyone that's new, like I said before, welcome. And if you're interested in learning more about my services, more about me and my journey, you're welcome to check out my website, which is ReikiAngelicHands.com. That's ReikiAngelikHands.com. I hope that you have the most amazing week and know that whatever is coming to the surface, it's a gift. To take a look at it and just bring in your awareness to it. So yeah, I don't see that Mary is still on here. But if Mary, if you happen to catch this, put your question in, and if I'm not catching it here on the live, I will see if I can quickly answer it once the replay is made available. And thank you for joining me today. I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy your week. Thank you.